Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today is July the 9th, and I feel like it's appropriate for a discussion video regarding boredom and people leaving, quitting, or even taking a break from the Division 2 game. Now, I am not taking a break. I'm not leaving the game. Instead, what I want to do in this video is I wanted to share with you guys ways that you can overcome boredom with the game. Now, if you are burned out with the game, because that's what it is, it's burnout in most cases, then it's nice and it's okay for you to say that you are taking a break, because I've played the Division franchise since 2016, and I do know that burnout is real. A lot of people may not want to call it that, but that is exactly what it is. But it's okay to say that there is burnout, because that's the beginning phase of dealing with the issue, by admitting that, okay, this is something that I feel like I've had enough of, and I feel like I need a change of pace and a change of scenery in order for me to kind of get my mind right, and then maybe come back and enjoy something that I've enjoyed before. That is human nature. And so I respect anybody's decision to take a break, or anybody's decision to take some time away, or even say I quit 100%. I respect your decision to do so, because you're the gamer and you get to choose what you do with your time and what games you play. But in my case, I've been able to avoid boredom, because truly the Division 2 can get really tedious and boring, because there is something about its appeal that doesn't compare to the Division 1. It's not dark enough. And I think that's what kept the Division 1 very, very interesting. Division 1 was just a dark game. A lot of the mission structures were inside of buildings, inside of structures, so it kept that dark aura because of the winter and all that. But I digress. Let's go back to what I really wanted to share with you guys today, and that's how I've been able to overcome the boredom that is really easy to set in with the Division 2. And so the first thing that I've done is that I've actually measured how much I play daily. And as crazy as it sounds, I've reduced my play time to about an hour a day. And that's as much as I'm going to put in. If I find myself playing longer than an hour, then fine. But an hour is where I come in, I manage my stash or my items, but the main reason I'm coming in is I'm doing my daily requisition project, where I'm getting resources and donating them, and then I start 1 or 2 weeklies. I don't try to do the weeklies in one whole run. No, this is not the case. I go ahead and I start the weeklies and set the goal to trying to finish them by the end of the week, while every day I go look for the materials, maybe steel, microfiber, polycarbonate. I run around in those tunnels. I run around on the side of the streets and find those items to donate and get a blueprint. That is all I do for the game. It's very measured. It's very realistic, and it avoids the boredom and the burnout that can actually come in with the game. Now, once in a while, if I feel interested, I run a daily mission to maybe get specialization points, but I don't even bother running the missions right now, because that boredom can set in real quick in the middle of a mission. It can become a chore. It can become something that you feel like, oh, this is just not interesting. And I can definitely understand, because after 200 hours of doing the same thing, yes, human mind is going to say, no, I'm done with this and I don't want to do this anymore. So that is the first thing that you can do to avoid being bored with the game, is if you're going to log in, make sure you're logging in for a specific targeted goal. Nothing more, nothing less. That way you cut off all the excess and you find yourself taking care of that task. Now, if you find yourself digressing and doing other things that keeps your interest, well then, you're achieving the goal that you're trying to achieve anyways, which is to find something interesting to do within the game. If you've done everything and you've gotten all the blueprints and all of that, then this video is probably not for you, or this point is not for you. Which leads me to the second aspect of how to actually avoid boredom in the Division game. The second aspect is you have to have a companion game that you can actually grind with the same amount of intensity to the same extent as you will with the Division, if not even more. And what do I mean? I don't mean a game like a game that you can finish in like maybe 30-40 hours, like a story driven game. You could do that. That could give you something to do in the meantime. But to be very honest, what I've noticed is, to create the balance, you have to have something else that you're grinding out alongside with the Division game. In my case with the Division 1, why the Division 1 did not go stale for me was I was heavily playing FIFA at that time. I was playing the online modes. I don't play Ultimate Team, but I was playing the online modes, trying to get to a higher division and grinding. And this really kept my interest, also peaked in that aspect of a different game. And so whenever I knew, okay, I'm not in the mood to play the Division, I had something automatically that I fell back to immediately in order to say, okay, maybe spend some time gaming, maybe once a day, or maybe however long or however much time I had, because I do have limited time to game. And so in that case, that's what I did. Now in the Division 2, what I've actually done is, as funny as it is, I told myself I wanted to go learn how to play a fighting game, and I thought Mortal Kombat might be the game to play. And so I started playing Mortal Kombat. And in fact, the third thing, I started a channel around Mortal Kombat. If you want to check out some of the videos, they are there on the main channel page. I made a small playlist and I put some of those videos there so that you can see and check out. But one thing about Mortal Kombat is, because it's an NRS game, there's a way to usually make their games that you can have a lot of grind time. Now, love them or hate them, there are aspects of the grind that I'm not really a fan of, because sometimes the grind just feels like it's crazy. But when it comes to learning the game and fighting other people and trying to achieve higher ranks, and also getting skins and getting augments and getting gear, there's also that aspect of the grind that will keep you playing for, if you continue to do it, and if you decide to maybe go for 100%, you'll be grinding for a few hundred hours easy, and you'll probably not put a dent in the game. And so this is one of the reasons that I feel like if you're going to be reaching that point of burnout, you have to find something else, and you have to find a way in order to balance out how much playtime you're applying to just the Division 2 game. Now, at the end of this, I would say if you're somebody who you're still enjoying the Division 2 game, you have no reason to stop right now, and you never left, and you still want to continue to grind, and that's great. I really applaud you, and I really appreciate the fact that there are people who still enjoy the game. And I've seen comments from folks like these who are saying, we love the game, I log in every day, I play every day, and that's great. But some of us, because of how much time we have to actually log in and play, and because we've been playing the Division 1 for so long, it can get really tedious. And so I have to control how much I play so I don't get to that burnout or boredom phase, and in order for me to continue to enjoy the game. Because one of the fun things and one of the best things about making content on YouTube is you want to make content for something that you actually like. If you're having problems liking a product or a game, or having issues being interested, it is somewhat difficult to make videos for it. But at the same time, when you're running a YouTube channel, in my opinion, I feel like you need to run it like a business. And so there will be downtimes where you don't feel like, this is something you need to be doing. But because it's a business, your job is to serve a community as a content creator. Then you got to keep doing what you're doing regardless of how you feel. So there are different mentalities behind it. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to each individual. So what I want to do right now is I want to open the floor for you guys to share your concerns and share your own thoughts about all of this in the comment section below. I'll be reading your comments. You know me, I enjoy reading and replying to comments where I put a heart, and I want to just hear how you guys feel about the game currently. If you're going to be dropping the game, if you're going to continue playing the game, or if you find yourself waiting for Title Update 5, let me know in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.